Hello, everybody. So, I don't have any Modern Horizons 3 cards, and I wasn't completely sure I wanted them, but I do want some. I do want to mess with more energy cards because I absolutely love Pummeler, and I don't know if any of them are going to slot into the Pummeler deck, but you know, whatever. Um, I'm going to try and like force blue-red energy, or at least red energy. Um, and I'm not going to go to the Psychic Frog Hideaway store because it's a scam. Like, just look at this shit. Look at this. If it'll fucking load, this game is so fucking dog shit, man. If Bloomborough doesn't like blow me away, I'm done with Magic. Um, fucking. All right, there we go. One-time purchase of a draft token. First, you must pay us 2,800 gems, which is almost worth 2 on its own. Then you've got to grind out the 300 tickets, which I already have, and you only get one of them. After that, you get 10 random mythics if you grind out another 700, and then if you grind out another 760, you get 8 booster packs of Modern Horizons 3. Everything else is a cosmetic. Everything else is a cosmetic. So there's nothing of substance after that. And, like we just said, draft tokens are worth like 1,500 gems. So the fact that you have to pay 2,800 to get access to buy some fucking random shit, it's a scam, dude. It's a scam. Don't do it. Don't waste your gems. But I do want to draft, so I'm going to go to Premier Draft because I don't think I'd win a best of 3. And I'm going to spend gold on it, because once we complete this daily quest, I'll at least be back to 10,000 again. This is probably the last time I'm going to spend any currency before Bloomborough. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to hop into a Premier Draft here. And Force Energy. I like that it's in Jeskai. Not only just because I like Jeskai, but like, the energy was a little bit weaker in the white when Kaladesh and Aether Volt first came around. Jeskai is definitely my favorite 3 color. And since the daily mission is red-blue, I can probably force it relatively easily. Not familiar with most of the cards in the set though because I haven't paid too much attention. So I'm probably going to do very poorly here. And that's fine. Conduit Goblin. Looks good. 2 colors though, so if I can hold off on committing to a second color, probably be a good idea. Smelted Charge Bug here is a 1/3. It's got Menace. When it attacks, you may pay an energy. If you do, another target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains Menace. I don't know about it. I mean, Conduit Goblin looks good here. Let's see here. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay an energy. If you do, another target creature gets +1/+0 and gains haste. 1/3. I mean, it's got Menace, but it's not exactly the most aggressive stats in the world. And since we're trying to force energy, those are pretty much our only options here. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Conduit Goblin. I mean, I could find a fetch land and then pick it up and get some color fixing if I do manage to go full 3 colors, which I would like to do. I would like to have a valid 3-color energy deck here. Probably not going to be the easiest thing in the world to do, but it's fine. Strict Serenade doesn't look good in limited. It's worth like $3 or $4 in paper, so. Yeah, it's a Swan Song, I see. Alright. See, energy. Looks like it's just these 2 here. Cyclops Superconductor, Conductor, 3 mana, 2/2 with prowess. Enters, you get 3 energy. When it dies, you may pay 3 and deal damage equal to its power to any target. I like that. What's this land do? Shifting Woodland, enters tapped unless you control the forest. Delirium, 4, becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard. That looks good, but I don't know if it's going to help me when I'm trying to force 3-color energy. Splashing blue rather than having blue outright here. Yeah, we're going to go with the Cyclops Superconductor here. Back-to-back packs with Shifting Woodland. Again, we're trying to force energy here. Thriving Skyclaw, Cat Dragon. I mean, it's not terrible, but I like my 4. If I'm going to have a 4-drop with this get 3, pay 3 counter on it thing. I'd like something more like Bristling Hydra as opposed to can shock your 4-drop dragon to death. Ether Spike here, counter spell. I think I like that design a lot better actually. Oh, the packs are piling up near me. My apologies. Is it Generatorium? There we go. I'm going to be in a very energy heavy deck, so it's going to be more of the 3.5 grade here, as opposed to the 1. Go ahead and just take it. See, the only energy card in this pack appears to be the Electrozoa. Tap it unless you pay 1. I don't like it a lot, but I don't think we're going to make it late in the game for Decree of Justice to be relevant. I mean, we're trying to win the game fast with energy aggro here. No more energy in this pack, so I'm going to have to take something different. I don't know about anything in this pack. I think I'll just take the Living Weapon since it's in our colors. I mean, it's probably not as bad as people think it is here. Like, it's Living Weapon for 1. It's gonna be a 1/1 flyer for 1, and then I can give flying to something else later. I remember the Sultai Pummeler deck from way back in the day. We could probably do some jank with the Cyclops Superconductor like that. Let's see, Pinnacle Monk. I mean, at least it's on color. Our other option was the 1-drop there that didn't look very good. This is our only energy card. I mean, you can at least tap stuff down. Serum Visionary looks good, though, here. This Flare of Duplication. I don't think I'm going to be able to make use of this. We'll take the Serum Visionary. Card advantage is never a problem. Umbra Armor, but it's off color. I'm looking for Jeskai stuff. In that case, this Simulacrum here looks like the only option. Hey, I can use it as removal later. That's something. Pay 3 and crack it to put a lane card on the battlefield. I mean, maybe? I mean, I am trying to be in 3 colors here. But, like, I don't know if I want my 3-drop turn to be fixing my mana. Like, if it was an Evolving Wilds, then I'd be a lot less worried about it. Essence Reliquary, sure. Late game, I can try and use it as a finisher. I can get more energy off of that. Timer was running out, so I didn't get a good look at that land, but I'm pretty sure we already passed on it once. I didn't see any Jeskai lands, so I think that was a 3-color land that I just passed on there. It's probably not Jeskai, so it's probably not worth grabbing. I mean, we'll take the card over the basic. That's part of that draw 3 control thing. But that is absolutely not the deck we're on here. Hey, we got Nurse's Cave anyway, just in case it's actually worth it. Alright. Let's see. Energy. Okay, we got another Ether Spike. And the Charge Bug. I like that they're both 2-drop cards. Oh, we got Hexgold Slith. I don't know what the heck a Slith is, but alright. Got Piker, 2 energy, attacks, and we pay 2 against first strike, and whenever it deals combat damage, put a counter on it. So it's like Cub, but a little different. Can have first strike. Alright, not bad. I don't know how badly we want Ether Spike. Oh, I've got 10 seconds. And I'm already holding up the packs. I'll take the Ether Spike for now and just hope that at least one of them wheel. Galvanic Discharge, probably a snap take there. Windmill Slam, baby. I don't see anything else. They just made, like, strictly better Harness Lightning. For those of you who have played Harness Lightning, I don't think I need to convince you that it's good. Didn't take a Solstice Zealot earlier. Looks like that's the play here. Alright, Inventor's Axe. 1 mana, flash. When it enters, you get 2 energy. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. You pay energy to equip it afterwards. I think that's good in our deck. Little aggro deck, wants to go fast, wants to hit hard, wants energy counters, wants payoffs for energy counters. Yeah, I can work with that. Anytime you can nominally convert energy directly into damage, like pay 2, give a creature +2, maybe our Mandibular Kite, since it's going to have flying. Be evasive enough. Okay, we got Voltstorm Angel, and it's our only energy card as an option in this pack. So yeah, let's see what it does here. 5 mana, 4/4 flyer. All right, pretty on rate for an angel. Beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 2 energy. When you do, choose 1. Gains vigilance and lifelink, so it becomes strictly better Sarah Angel for that. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. All right, that's a good card there. Good energy payoff. Pump the board or just swing itself for an 8-point life swing. And it gets vigilance, so it stays up as a blocker as well. That's pretty good. Alright, enter any energy in this pack here. Nope, I don't see any. Alright, Spell the Unworthy. Serum Missionary. 3 or less for 2. 5 for a flat out. I think I'll take the Serum Visionary just because I'm running out of time to think with my good brain, and that's probably not the correct decision. Nyxborn Unicorn, Bear with Mentor, or Bestow for 4. Demon Inferior costs 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn. We'll take the Unicorn, I guess. I don't know. Timer too low for somebody who's not seen every card in the set here. Raven Charm. Deal damage, exile graveyard, destroy target enchantment. I feel like that's usable. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to need to take the one that's on color there later, but for now I'm just going to take that. Getting this weird friggin' stomach pain right now, and it's kind of making it hard to focus. Depth Defiler. It definitely seems playable at the top end. I'll go ahead and take that, I guess. It's between these two here. I mean, that'll help us cast the Depth Defiler, but I'm not really a colorless deck. I mean, at least it'd be a decent blocker. Get us later to Voltstorm Angel. I can't play any of the cards in this pack, so I guess I'll rare draft the 0-point Winter Moon as a rare and just put it in the sideboard and move on. Sage of the Unknowable number 2, I guess. Take the Triton Wavebreaker. Basic land. Bloodstained Mire. That's a good card. Galvanic Discharge number 2. Okay, I think that's the play. Doesn't feel good passing a fetch land, but whatever. Already made mistakes passing on fetch lands, so, on removal earlier. Brain Hardy. Another superconductor there. Fanged Flames probably isn't going to wheel. So it sucks that I'm definitely taking the energy card. Ugin's Labyrinth. There's a card I should probably rare draft if I can't find anything else good in this pack. I don't think a third Ether Spike is necessary here. So I'll go ahead and just take the Ugin's Labyrinth as a rare draft. The Conduit Goblin, Tempest Harvester. I don't think the Solstice Zealot's interesting enough to look at another copy here. 2 mana, 2/1, winners. Pay 1 to loot. Yeah, that's not bad, but I think I'm going to go with the aggro card there. On color, rare. I can proliferate my energy counters. We've got the Amped Raptor. We've got energy cards that can wheel. We'll just take the rare on color and hope something good wheels here. Electrozoa or Rush of Inspiration. Draw 2 cards. Oh, okay. It's just like a divination with okay, we can fetch white blue. So plains are an island with that one as a fetch here. This removal. Yeah, I'll just take the fixing. It's a little bit late for us to try and get color fixing here, so let's do that. Take what we can get here. Running a 3-color deck, we're going to want to have the 3 colors, you know. Do I have enough artifacts to make use of that? Artifact 5? Yeah, let's go ahead and just take the Urza's Cave for more fixing then. Can only fetch some planes there. I think we'll take the Nyxborn Unicorn again. It's playable, so take it. I don't think Worn Power Stone's going to do too much for us here. Proud Pack Rhino, Proliferate, Shield Counter, 3 mana, 3/3. Yeah, I think that works. Ether Spike or Glimpse the Impossible. Top 3 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. Eldrazi. Okay, we'll take the Ether Spike then. And Solstice Zealot's an energy card. Ooh. 4 mana payoff for another draw in energy. I think we've got enough 1-drops. We'll take the Skyclaw as a payoff, and the Symbiote as a 1-drop out of color. So let's just put that in the board. All right, let me at least read what Ugin's Labyrinth actually does here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything in our deck. That's fine. I really did just like rare draft it, so it's not a problem. The Barbarian Ring isn't a mountain, so I can't fetch it with any of the. Oh, actually, I can get it with the Urza's land or Urza's Cave here. Alright, what's something that doesn't go in our deck here? I think we're gonna keep the Shrieking Drake so we can get more energy from ETBs, or maybe that's a little too slow actually. I don't think I want 2 Sarpedian Simulacrums. I think 1 is fine. Because, like, aside from being able to become, like, 4 damage, it's just a 1/1 haste. We'll take out the Shrieking Drake. I think we'll take out the Sage of the Unknowable. Yeah, I can only really use this to cast the Depth Defiler, but I don't know that I want to take the Depth Defiler out necessarily. I don't have a lot of reasons to run Pinnacle Monk in my deck either. It is an MDFC at least. Alright, we'll keep it in for the flexibility. I don't think I'm too excited by Solstice Zealot. I can count 1 pretty easily. Trim a Unicorn. So if it's a creature, it has prowess. Bestows for +1/+1 prowess for 2. I mean, we have ways to trigger prowess in this deck for sure, but I just don't think it's quite what we're looking for. Trim another Nyxborn Unicorn. I think we can trim the Justice, or the Solstice Zealot completely. Sometimes I like going like 41-17 and 3 colors. That doesn't seem the worst idea. 9, 10, 17 lands. Yeah, I'll run the spicy 41. That's fine. I'm not anticipating that I'll win a single game anyways. Let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Very rare when I get an opening hand like this, all 3 colors online. And if I need to, I can play the Pinnacle Monk as the 4th land to get Kaith. It's not exciting, but we can definitely keep this. Can hold up Galvanic Discharge. And then on 2, we've got the Goblin. Ugh. Yeah, sure, I'll get rid of it. Another target creature controlled gets +2. Well, that's going to be the Rhino in this case. Do I want a shield counter or to proliferate? I don't think I need to proliferate right now. So we'll go for the shield counter just to keep it alive here. My opponent has instant speed removal. We'll probably do something to the Rhino. Let's go ahead and put it on the Conduit Goblin so that I can keep its ability online longer. Got in for 6 successfully here. Because like if they answer the Proud Pack Rhino, it's just a 3/3 right now, but Conduit Goblin lets us keep our energy doing things for us. Shield counter on the Rhino. get back our Galvanic Discharge with the Pinnacle Monk. If I play Island, I can just cast Kate here. Let's go ahead and go for that. Counter or servo? Oh, 2 and tap to choose one. Okay. It's not an ETB. This is the ETB. Fabricate. Let's go with the counter since a 1-1 doesn't do a lot for us right now. And we'll go ahead and... The Rhino's gonna eat our Rhino because it's still got to shoot another itself. Contaminated landscape. Yeah, we're not going to be fetching any swamps here, but... Oh, that's right. This isn't a red one. Then again, that was the other reason I went ahead and just played Kaith, because we could always top deck a mountain, and sure enough, there we go. Go ahead and get our Strictly Better Harness Lightning back. Fabricate 1. Put a counter on it. And we can pay energy and give it another +0 in haste. And I'm just going to swing on in. Proud Pack Rhino trades for Pinnacle Monk. That's fine. Our opponent's at 1 and we have removal in our hand. No flash from our opponent. They're going to have to jam something main phase or flash it in on our turn here. Riddle Gate Gargoyle. It's 20 to 1. You better run, son. Alright. You attack. Gets lifelinked on the turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to Galvanic Discharge the hell out of that. Our opponent concedes. Alright, we already won a game. I was expecting to go 0-3, but we've started off 1-0. Honestly, it's more than I could have asked for here. And probably more than I deserve, so. Alright, good stuff. Head on into the next game. Orange Gin. I mean, that describes your character there really accurately. We can only play the Mandibular Kite. Unless we top deck a mountain here, I don't see this hand going anywhere at all. I'm going to have to mulligan despite being on the play. I can work with... Oh, that's that. It's a... Oh, I like that. Okay. We can keep this. I'll put back... That's a good question. I think I need the second mountain more than I need the second island. Because I can at least try and fetch another island with the contaminated landscape. We're going to hold on to the Rush of Inspiration because we can cast it with what we have in our hand right now. Why are people jamming that main phase? Generatorium, and then next turn I've got instant, and instant. So yeah, I'll just play the Generatorium since it's going to resolve now. Unless our opponent's going to cast artifact removal on their turn. I've got 3 things that I can cast in instant speed. Yeah, this works for me here. Could go for the Urza's Cave. That doesn't really throw off our mana here. Yeah, that doesn't change our decisions. Is there something I'm missing here? Not really? Okay. We're going to pass it back to our opponent's turn. I know they could have a counter spell or something else to protect the Gargoyle from our Galvanic Discharge, but I also have responses, so I'm going to go ahead. Good timing. I'm going to pay 2 energy, to shock the Riddle Gate Gargoyle with my Galactic Discharge, and then we're going to cast Ether Spike, get 2 energy, get 3 energy from the Generatorium, and I will pay exactly 1 energy because you have no mana to pay. But if I let you pay 0 mana to have it not get countered, then that's going to be a stupid idea on my part. Could just go Serum Visionary here. I don't think my opponent's going to go Mind Rot or something here, so I'll go ahead and put something on the board. That is not how I wanted you to pay for that. God damn it. I'm not going to have the 5th land next turn, but I could draw cards later. We'll do it in that order, I guess. That was frustrating. I mean, I can't really play anything anyways, but you did not need to tap all my colored lands when I have a colorless to pay for Serum Visionary here. That was just some BS right there. Alright. Let's move to combat and see if our opponent will trade with the Riddle Gate Gargoyle. Predictably they don't, but we get in for 2 at least, and we weren't going to block it anyways. Because it's got flying, and we don't have reach or nothing. This is going to let us play the Depth Defiler next turn. I think I'm going to hold up for Ether Spike. Yeah, because then we can either bounce the Gargoyle, or we can draw 2, discard 1, which is just what Rush of Inspiration was basically going to be. +2/+2, flying. It already has flying. Permanent lifelink. I guess I can counter that. It's not the most exciting counter since it's already got flying and can give itself lifelink, but I mean, gets rid of a 5-drop that our opponent just cast, and now they're tapped out on our turn here. And we can Depth Defiler it back to their hand. Instead, yeah, I don't think it's the end of the world not paying for kicker on this one. Bounce it, draw 2, discard 1. Yeah, we'll just bounce. Yeah, we'll bounce it. That way it can't like swing in with lifelink next turn. It'll have Summoning Sickness. And now we have 2 creatures on board. Just slightly ahead of them now. Four cards in hand to our 1 is the biggest concern I have. Target artifact or enchantment the opponent controls. Well, there goes our Is It Generatorium there. And I still don't have a white source for Conduit Goblin. Do I crack the Urza's Cave to fix that, or do I just play out the Superconductor here? I think I'm going to go on the aggressive here and then hold up Urza's Cave to crack on my opponent's turn, bluffing that I have something. I'm fine making that trade. They've both already served their purposes. Can't really do a whole lot there. Crack my Urza's Cave though, grab a Plains, and then I can play both the cards in my hand. And the Conduit Goblin can give at least Cyclops Superconductor +1 in haste, and then if it dies I can bolt something. Shadow of the Second Sun, oh boy. Beginning of Enchanted Player's post-combat main phase. There's another beginning phase. Yay. Easily get themselves lifelink, gain 2 here. I go 16, they go 15. That was so fast that I'd almost passed back to my turn all the way there. Ooh. Don't want that happening before I go ahead and grab this plains. Can turn this into 4 damage to the Brittle Gate Gargoyle here. But for now, let's just try and overwhelm our opponent. We can get both of these as long as the opponent doesn't have a counterspell in their hand. Took a second for that to resolve. I'm a little worried, but not terribly so. There we go. Yeah, there's 10 more where that came from. Got in for 6. Our opponent can get in for 2 with lifelink, make it 14 to 11. I can Sarpadian Simulacrum the Gargoyle away to try and finish it off. Archangel of the Ruins, oh boy. Exile up to 2 target artifacts or enchantments. Now, thankfully the only legal targets on the board are their own things. Oof. That's a big booty there. I mean, I do have a way to get through the Angel of the Ruins, but it's not exciting. I think that's the play, honestly. I want to swing the Depth Defiler here. If I swing the Depth Defiler, he's definitely gonna. My opponent's definitely gonna choose to do that. So we want to force him to take the Cyclops. Looks like our opponent saw that coming a mile away. The Angel doesn't have lifelink on its own, so I can Sarpadian Simulacrum here to get rid of the Gargoyle at least. And then I at least have 3 creatures on board to the opponent's 1, while they're at 6 life and can't gain anymore. That could be problematic here. Constant card advantage. Historic is not going to be helpful here. Alright, Vexing Bubble, I'm not scared of. Second Riddlegate Gargoyle is annoying. Emissary of Soulfire, enters 3, pay 2, put an exalted counter on target creature you control. And then gets exalted, so +1/+1 when it attacks alone, right? For each instance of exalted, oh, target creature gains life. Ah, shoot. Well, yeah, that's not great. Now we're flooding. This one's basic, not Urza's Cave. Got it. Yeah, I guess we'll just get all our planes out of it. Declined. Oh, don't think I'm winning this one. Yeah, I'm not winning this one, guys. I'm just gonna concede now. I don't think I have anything remotely resembling an out in my deck. Just to stop wasting everyone's time here, let's move on to game 3. It is 2:33. There's a Pokemon VGC tournament I'm hoping to enter later tonight, and it's about 4 hours from now. We got plenty of time. Alright. Jeff B. Bronze rank. Okay, off to a bad start here. Gonna have to mulligan this one. This one I can keep. Put back an island, and we are good to go. Hold up Galvanic Discharge. Turn 2, we can Conduit Goblin or hold up Ether Spike. Alright, I think I'm just gonna play the Goblin then. No, probably answer anything they do play with Discharge here. They don't play anything? Perfect. Let's see, are they going to Ether Spike me if I do this? Yeah, it's probably better for me to just swing it for 2 and hold up my removal and my counterspell. Have a little bit of patience and we should be fine. Next turn I can go for it because then I can cast it and Discharge. With the 4 mana I can try 2 things. Just in case my opponent sits there does nothing. Worn Power Stone. Ooh. Get my opponent to 5 there. I think Ether Spike makes it okay. Actually, if I force you to stay at 4, what will you do? Because I think I can probably answer whatever my opponent casts with the Galvanic Discharge here. So let's move to combat. We'll pay the energy. Swing for 5, drop our opponent to 13, holding up Galvanic Discharge to remove whatever they play, which probably isn't going to be a 5-drop now. It's not exciting countering a Worn Power Stone, but it might be just enough. Ooh, tokens to chump block with. A waste of our prowess trigger, I'll admit, but oh, our opponent can in response us. We gotta pay a full 5 to guarantee it's safe. God damn, that was stupid of me. Serum Visionary, into the haste. Well, threshold is 7. I don't think we're going to hit that. 2 out of 7, yeah. Give the Serum Visionary haste, swing for 7. Our opponent's probably not going to chump block, so they can still... Yeah, their Eldrazi spawn stab. Get out of here. Alright, let's see what your big beater is. I don't have a second planes for our Volt Angel or whatever. Our opponent has huge card advantage over us. Titan's Vanguard, 5/5 devoid whenever you cast the spell and whenever it attacks. Put a counter on each colorless creature you control. Alright, did that. Alright. I don't think we're quite wide enough. We'll do that one. I might decline the superconductor so that I can sacrifice, or so that I can pay the 3 when it dies for an extra 2 damage here. We'll decline that one and pay that one. And then we swing for what would be a lethal amount, force our opponent to block. The Vanguard is probably going to do very well this time. Ooh. Okay, so that is the other block I was worried about. Instead of eating our superconductor. But as long as I can force my opponent to kill the superconductor later and then pay to go to the dome, I can still finish here. As long as my opponent doesn't gain life. It's not exciting, but it might be my best line to just... You're damned if you block it, you're damned if you don't. So, gain life, exile my superconductor, or I win. Although, admittedly, they can chump block with the Scion without killing it, and that would be a problem. Insect, okay. Tide Rises. I don't see any life gain there. Still got 3 energy to pay for dying. Our opponent can only chump block with the insect token now, so if I get rid of the insect token, I probably guarantee the win. Because you can't chump block with a 2/3. You would eat it, and then it dies, and then I get to... Okay, so our opponent's tapped out now. There's no reach on the board, so Sky Claw is not a bad find. This is lethal next turn on its own. Create an insect. I'll swing the Cyclops, and if the opponent is smart, they'll block with the insect token. Alright, well done by the opponent there. That's why I didn't swing the Visionary, because then the Scion eats it, and then that is just me sacrificing my 2/2 for no reason. Because I might need to chump block with my Serum Visionary here, depending on how big this little Scion there, the spawn gets. The trample over here is a problem as well, but I don't think that'll be the block. I'll take the 7. Don't have a double strike at instant speed, please. No Ember Cleave. I can just jam the Visionary here. Try and find something better. Because our opponent could have instant speed removal for the Sky Claw. And if they do, then they can still chump, or they can still chump block the superconductor, and then we still can't find lethal. Volt Storm, Compact Rhino. Wait a second. It paid double red, so now we can't do the Sarpadian Simulacra. Ah, damn it. Well. Oh wait, hang on a second. Why did... the shit... It looks like the island is untapped here. I swear it looks like I have 5 untapped mana like this. I don't. Simulacrum. Just play it, another blocker here. Swing with the Sky Claw. And I'm going to hold up all blocks. If my opponent attacks, I can throw everything under to block and prevent taking lethal. We're going to decline. We don't need the counters on it. We just need to get through the damage. If we chump block with the Superconductor, we can get lethal on the stack here. Ghost Fire Slice. Oof. Unfathomable truths. Did I miss lethal last turn? I feel like I could have blocked with the Superconductor last turn to get the lethal trigger on the stack, and I just completely fucking missed it. I swung with it, right? Yeah, that was probably the mistake there. Okay. Yeah, they can order the damage anyway, but they're only getting over for 1 damage. They've got to at least kill the conductor at some point. Yeah, I think this is correct. I think we can block all the damage except for 1. The superconductor dies, and then we pay the 3 energy and shock for lethal. Okay. We survive the attack, conductor dies. I'm just waiting for priority. Take action. Target my opponent. Shock them for lethal. Okay. We managed to avoid blundering that game. Okay, good. Sometimes I'm just allergic to winning, that's all. Overcame the allergy here, and we've got 2 wins and 1 loss. Completed a daily quest as well, and got another daily win. I'm gonna go, actually I'm not. I was gonna go grab some, my last Fago. I'm wondering if the problem with my stomach was because I had two cookies that my sister-in-law baked. Not that the baking was the problem; it was the sugar that's the problem that I'm thinking. We got triple red and then pinnacle monk as well. No way to equip the axe to anything. No way to cast the goblin. Another instance of us mulling on the play here. Simulacrum, we can at least equip the axe the turn after. Ooh. Yeah, this one doesn't look good. I don't think I want to multiply on the play. I have 3 playable cards, but it's almost like I only have the mountain as my only land, because I'm not going to be able to do anything with the island unless I draw 2 more lands. I've got good end game if I can get there, but man, I got a mulligan. Man, it just keeps getting worse. Do I just concede at this point? Fun interactive game I've got going on here. And that's why I don't take mulligans a lot. Especially once I'm... Excuse me. Alright, that might be able to nominally save us, but that's why a lot of the time when I'm mulliganing, I only ever take 1 on the play. Because usually it just gets worse after that. Now here's all the playable lands. Now you can play the game. I gotta fire this off early to keep myself alive. And when it dies, so I've just given my opponent 5. Oh my friggin' god. Generatorium means I can pay the 2. Wait, no it doesn't. At least I discarded the mountain and not the goblin. I saw energy in the thing and it didn't... I forgot that it's only a pay 2 energy. You don't get any energy out of that, damn it. Cyclops Superconductor. Our opponent has 2 more Devoid. Color is here. Play that now. Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this game. Big thing is my opponent doing? Oh, they're galvanic discharging off the cascade from an annoyed Ultisaur. 7 mana, 6/5 reach trample. Alright, there's our second loss. Can we get to 3-3 or are we out next game? Here we go. Yeah, after this, I'm just gonna practice for the tournament tonight and try and establish some matchups and lines and shit. I'm on a Shadow Rider Calyrex team, and I don't have a lot of practice with it. Definitely allergic to winning in a lot of games with that one. I've been like, oh, my opponent's gonna see this coming and totally do this. And then I'm like, no, that's stupid, I'm wrong. And then I was exactly correct, and I ended up fucking playing into it and blundering a win. Allergic to winning. I can't get my island guaranteed until turn 4. Oh wait, this is the okay. I keep having Urza's Cave in the same set is just throwing me off because I keep thinking I have to pay 3 for my quote-unquote evolving wilds when that's not the case. Friday. Okay, just making sure that I don't have to do that on my turn. No! Okay, undo, okay. Oh, that would have been a terrible misclick. Oh my goodness. Maybe not. Maybe nothing I do matters. Malevolent Rumble. Make a Scion. I have 3 fans going, and I'm still fucking overheating. Gonna jam the superconductor because I don't see anything else for me to do here. Kind of hope that I draw something else that I can cast aside from Kaith because I want to sort of put on the pressure with the axe. Well, alright, I guess I'm just gonna make a servo. Oh, or I can put the counter on it. I think I'm just gonna make the servo for now. My opponent has removal, they're probably going to have enough to beat a 4 damage Kaith. It's probably not just going to be, like, limited to 3 toughness. So. I mean, they just paid 4 with their Fanged Flames here. So if I at least can retain a creature next turn to Inventor's Axe with, like, do something. Eldamri, Corvecto. Living weapon with a mandibular kite. The axe has flash. I'm just going to hold it off and start populating. Obviously our opponent lets it through because it's so friggin' telegraphed that I have something. Morgana, was that you? The door's not locked, alright? Where the hell Actually, I can activate this at instant speed, so I'll just wait until my latest possible priority here. Do I make the artifact, or do I make the Phyrexian germ? This is 0/0, so this is gonna die, right? If I just make a copy of it, it's gonna have 0/0 and die immediately, so the servo is the only real option here. Not the biggest fan of that, because as we've seen earlier, there's that big ol' angel that can destroy multiple artifacts on your opponent's side as an ETB, and red-green have a lot of artifact destruction as well. But I mean, it's probably just the best option here. Probably the only viable option, to be honest. Doesn't matter how we pay for the mana on this one. Make another servo. I love flooding out, like a lot. It's my favorite thing to do in Magic. Take the island, so we have double that online. Swing for 3. Our opponent will almost certainly let it through. I honestly don't like my odds here. I've got 2 lands in my hand. I don't know if I'm even going to make it to Threshold in the first place. Their opponent has 4 cards and they just seem to be going burr. Plus they've got the Sky Claw and I can't really interact with it meaningfully. I can chump block, that's it. Create 3? Oh boy. Spawn Gang Commander. Shock stuff. Spawns are good for activating this ability. And the heat is like getting to my bones. My friggin' fingers are like cramping up. There's no reason for them to be. It's just the heat, I guess. Yeah. Fledgling Dragon, another 2/2 that flyer that beats our flyer. I'm just gonna have to let it through. I'll populate another servo. 2 mana I can pay for it. Ah, finally we drew our Sky Claw. Yeah, we can pay for it like that, that's fine. I don't see anything else I can do. Fabricate 1. I don't have any counters on anything to proliferate at the moment, so we'll go ahead and put the counter on it. Yeah, fair enough. pay the 2 energy to give our living weapon with flying +2, which makes it enough to get rid of the fledgling dragon. And then we'll pass. Our opponent doesn't actually have any energy, so I can actually trade for the Sky Claw and then eat the fledgling dragon if it swings. It's got threshold to become a 5/5 though, with fire breathing. At least I could still activate Proliferate, and then it becomes a 5 power on my Skyclaw's side. Trades. Each colorless creature. Ooh. This thing again. Pretty good. Resolve. I don't have a counterspell for it or anything. Really not a whole lot. Can do about that one. One in color. Okay, so you don't need the red to activate that ability. You can go for it. Alright. My turn? Alright then. In that case, I will very simply just proliferate my Thriving Skyclaw. Almost deselected it. And I get another energy counter. 3 Benchon, that's helpful. Destroy enchantment. I don't see any use for that. Exile Graveyard, I don't see any use for that. Instant speed, twice the number of creatures I control, that's 5. I can get rid of the Vanguard here. I can get rid of my opponent's Skyclaw. If I do that, it'll activate Thresh. Oh, not yet, okay. I don't know why I thought this was only 1 away. I'll move to combat. I'll swing with both of these. I might want to use my removal before I move to block step. We'll pay the 3 here to put a counter on the Skyclaw since it's the only thing that can make use of our energy at the moment. Let me go check on my cat real quick. Oh shit, hang on. I think I'm just hearing stuff. Yeah, we will move to block step now. Because like I'm in a relatively advantageous position here. Spawn gain commander could be a problem here. Oh, I've left myself very open to that. Shoot, that's my own stupid fault. I already screwed up. Let's just accept our fate here. Oh, Gift of the Viper. In that case, I'll just get rid of your Skyclaw altogether, and it won't deal the 4 damage in the first place, since you're going all in on it with the last card in your hand. And then that will fizzle. Fledgling Dragon already didn't block. I get in for 3 there. Pass the turn. Doesn't really look great for me anyways, but I mean, maybe there's a way. Our opponent does have enough to swing 4 lethal, but like I can block some of it. Eldrazi Repurposer. 10. Our opponent can get us with lethal with spawn, gain commander. This is a very slow game. And it's not even just my opponent's fault. I'm also playing kind of slow here. Just a very boring board stall game. It's got Trample, 11, Spawn Gang Commander, 3, Sacrifice, and Eldrazi, so it can actually, my opponent can actually go for like 8 damage here. I think I just lose. I think I just screwed up really bad already. Fire breathing, that's also a problem. It doesn't really change the number. And then Spawn Gang Commander can 1, 2. Well, actually, you gotta pick 2 for that. 2, 3, 4. You can do it twice. Sacrifice a spawn, do it a 3rd time. I think my opponent has equal. Like they should. Like Spawn Gang can sacrifice itself and use the spawns for the mana. Yeah, that's game. 2 and 3, uninteresting, unexciting, but I mean, I thought I was going to go 0-3, so at least we picked up 2 wins and recouped some of our losses. Stick around, we're doing booster pack opening of the 1 or 2 packs you get for this many. I think it's 2. And what, I get like 250 gems or something? It's not a lot. Or is it like 300? For the 1500 gem. I paid in gold, so at least it converts to gems. Yeah, 250 and 2 packs. Not terrible. Alright. See if I can even build a constructed Modern Horizons 3 deck for the midweek Magic. Dreamtide Whale. And there's our own Titan's Vanguard there. Ashling Flame Dancer. Alright, thanks for sticking around if you're still here. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, leave a comment, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.